Good morning, peoples. Oh boy, it is a great and beautiful morning today, Thursday, November the 6th, 2025. We all survived the elections and we're back to working. And it is the 6th day of November. Oh boy, we're already starting out fast, right? And it's Thursday. One more day of work tomorrow for the week. So before we get started today, I want to say a big giant thank you to all of our current subscribers. Thank you, each and every single one of you. We really appreciate you for everything that you do to support us. And if you are not a subscriber, we have a goal that we're trying to meet here of 1,000 subscribers, and you can help us out by mashing that subscribe button. You can help us out reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. We really appreciate it. And by mashing that subscribe button, you can also mash the notification bell. That way you get to know when we go live or when we upload a brand new video, which is pretty, most of the time, it's almost every day, making these, I don't know what you want to call it, the drive time rant. That's what I used to call it. But anyways, so it's a beautiful day today. The sky, the moon to the right, you can probably see it now. Yes, you can see it over the treetops right there. There goes the fire department. Oh, I hope everything's all right. The paramedics are there. Holy cannolis. Anyways, so it's a beautiful day today. Not a cloud in the sky. It's going to be mid 50s today. It's supposed to be snowing this weekend, but just not sticking because the ground is too warm. So there'll be zero accumulation, but you will see those little white snowflakes. And I'm crying because it's so early in the month that we're going to be seeing them. But hey, listen, it's just one day. Maybe we're going to have a warm up. I don't know. La Nina. That's another topic for another day. We can talk about. Probably we could do that tomorrow. Talk about weather and La Nina and all the La Nina talk, because that's the thing if you're into weather stuff. And we'll tell you about my favorite weather channel. All that tomorrow. Stay tuned. I will talk about that tomorrow because I like talking about weather. I'm not a weather person. I mean, a weather person giving you the weather, but I love talking about weather. It's, anyways. So, today's topic is pretty sad. But it's something that we should talk about, but there's some other things before that. Before we get to when we get to the end, I'll tell you the great news that's happening about Magic Kingdom. So that's the story of the day. That Magic Kingdom, there's some great news that's going on with Magic Kingdom, and stay tuned for that. Anyways, so I just read an article on TMZ that there have been 4 deaths at Walt Disney World in the last month. That's like a whole lot. I don't know if maybe they have more and they just don't disclose it, or nobody knows about them, that people just pass away overnight at Walt Disney World. But with that said, there have been 4 deaths, and 2 of them this last month have been people in their late 20s and early 30s. I think it was 28 years of old and 31 years of age. And both people committed suicide at the Contemporary. Amazeballs. This is unacceptable. We need to make sure that that we help each other out and make sure that, every day that you look out for your friends and family to make sure that everything is okay. Make it a daily deal, a daily ritual that you talk to your friends, talk to your family, and just say hello. How's it going? It's important stuff. The little things mean the most. To let them know that you care. Have open dialogues. I know that Thanksgiving is coming up, and sometimes Thanksgiving dinners can be rather polarizing with different political opinions. But let's throw all those away every single day. Let's throw the political divisions away every single day. That way we can build bridges within our own families and really get down to caring for each other, because that's what matters the most. As they would say in the Fast and the Furious, family first. And that's really important, especially when it comes to caring for your family members, because nobody wants your family member to be gone. Anyways, so that was sad news for this month. And I want to talk about something that that you realize that is a thing. It's not fake news, but it's real. Is seasonal affective disorder. A lot of it happens to a lot of people. Look, we just went through daylight savings time, and I can tell you, I think a lot of people are affected by it. I'm affected by it. We're used to having long evenings. I would say every day has the same amount of hours to it, but the amount of daylight per day changes. So we're used to the evenings having lots of daylight, especially during the summer, going all the way almost 10 o'clock at night. And now in the wintertime, like on the East Coast, I don't know about other coasts or any other time zone, but we're here going into the darkness at 5:30 in the evening. And when you fall back an hour overnight, blammo, it's there. Suddenly you're in the dark at 5:30. It's a lot to change. Your sleep patterns are off. Your whole schedules, it just feels weird. The change every year, even though that that it's coming, the effects of it are different for everybody. So if you're the kind of person that likes daylight and daylight makes you happy, it could be hard on you. But seasonal effectiveness, that disorder, that is something that's real. It has to do with the holidays, it has to do with the changes of the clocks, it has to do with a lot of things. And we need to recognize that some people may feel lonely. They may withdraw from different family events or different events that they would normally go to. They may feel a sense of they're not worth anything, worthlessness, and gloomy, or that they're just basically irritable. Those kind of things. It's possible. Shows up in different forms, and we got to make sure that you keep that in check with all your friends and family and everybody around you, even your coworkers. There's a lot of people that we really sometimes don't interact with. And so I would say that if you think somebody's having a hard time, just give them the 988 number, the suicide hotline number, or the crisis number, or the number where they can talk to somebody for free. Also, if you are at a job or something like that, you could also, and you guys have benefits, or somebody who's a counselor who may take time to talk to somebody, just hook them up, network together, and do it. Because suicide is real. And yeah, anyways, so that is the sad part of the drive today. I just wanted to make that clear. I mean, I read those stories and I'm like, yeah, that's a thing. So in other news, and I said there was good news after the sad, sappy news about those people in Walt Disney World. The happy news is that Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom is selling out. People have been talking about crowd levels, and the crowd levels being so low that people were concerned about the crowd levels at the Magic Kingdom and in all the parks at Walt Disney World in Florida. And now you can say, look at the sun's on my face. And I can tell you definitely right now that according to many, many sources, Walt Disney World this holiday season is selling out like hotcakes. And the predeterminations of this is the selling of the lightning lanes, the lightning passes. They are almost gone completely. And they are selling out like hotcakes in November, along with resort rooms that have discounts. Of course, remember those discounts. And also just tickets to everything. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and those dates are selling out fast. And park passes, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I hope that this thing that they have where you have to have a park reservation, the good to go days if you're an annual pass holder. I don't know. Should they get rid of good to go days if everything's being jammed up and packed up? I don't know, but I think that the reason they do it has to be about making money from people that are paying premium dollars for passes versus the annual pass holders who are probably on the overall for as many times as they go. They're not making any more money off you. But anyways, let's digress for a minute and say that the park is. Yes, it's getting booked to the utmost fullest, and that's a great thing. One person said it was a culture, and inside the Magic where I was reading this at, they even booked it, chalked it up to a cultural shift, as if like some people weren't caring about the holidays for some oddball reason. I don't think that's what it was. Look, we had a little bit of a recession going on there, and people were minding their budgets, and it is still expensive. Let's not belittle this situation and say that it's not expensive anymore, because it is expensive for your family. But a lot of people will give up a lot of things to have a vacation during the holiday season to go somewhere that's really nice and memorable for their families. And so let's just keep that in mind, that a lot of people save up for these trips and they just don't go on a whimsical whim. So, yeah. I hope that that there is a safe holiday weekend safe holiday season this year, and that everything goes well. So we're deep into, we're now on November 6th, and fall time is upon us. We're in the second month of fall. Fall started on September the 20th. We've been past October the 20th, and we're now in the second month of fall. Look at the ground. I can see the frost on the ground, on the grass. The frost is there. And the trees, it's been windy, and the trees have lost some of their leaves. But there's some trees like this one on the right and the left that are still full of leaves. Last year, a lot of the trees kept onto their leaves, and I never could understand what happens in the springtime if those leaves just fall right off when the new buds come up. I don't know. I never checked into that. This was a polling station here. They have lots of signs. They have signs on top of signs. Anyways. Okay, peoples. Well, I appreciate everybody. I want to tell you, everybody, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys who watch the Detroit Diz, who keep up with the Joneses every day. I mean, there's a lot of YouTube channels that I watch, just like you, that have to do with Disney and all sorts of other things. And so, yeah, it's great stuff. So anyways, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Same morning time. Not live, though. I wish we could go live. Might have to try that sometime soon. Going live. We'll have to try that soon. Sooner than later. Anyways, you guys have a great one. Bye-bye.